So hey guys, welcome to my review of Nightwing issue number 9. In the last issue of Nightwing, we saw Nightwing have his run-in with the Night of Owls event a bit earlier than everybody else. Basically, it was called Night of Owls Prelude. And in that issue, of course, Dick Grayson gets a call from Alfred, and Alfred asks for, all the Bat family members' help, saying that, the Talons are overrunning Gotham City, and Bruce is, too busy, fighting against the Talon members right now to do anything about it. So we need your help. We need everybody's help, so please do whatever you can. We have a hit list right here that the Talons are using in order to, kill off important people in Gotham. So he says, Dick, can you please help rescue as many or protect as many people as you can on this list? And of course, Dick Grayson spots Mr. Haley, or Mayor Haley. So he decides to go over to his place and see how he's doing. But once he reaches there already, Talon members have already reached Mayor Haley. Haven't killed him yet, but then Dick Grayson and the Talon member starts fighting it out. Dick Grayson finally, takes him out in the end, but he gets attacked by another Talon member, and this Talon member confronts Dick Grayson, and who, other than any other Talon member to face Dick Grayson is, of course, William Cobb. And we get backstory for William in that whole entire issue. We learn how he, joined Haley's circus and what could potentially be the reason why he became a Talon member. So that's where this issue picks up. Mostly we get bits and pieces of more backstory for William Cobb to actually finally end this whole entire Night of Owls event with Nightwing and William Cobb. So I'm just going to start with the backstory first for him. So we figure out that William and his lover, are madly in love with each other. They are, lovey-dovey two goods, and they love each other. And her father really doesn't like William because he's a high class person. He has a high status. So with William, you can't really marry my daughter because you work at a circus. You're not important enough, and you're not strong, and whatever, you're nobody. That's basically what he's trying to tell William, and he basically puts him down. And he actually gets his girlfriend pregnant. And his, her father really doesn't like this, so, he decides that, okay, you're going to break up with William, you're going to marry someone in the family, one of your cousins, so that's what happens, because he wants to contain that, high social status or high class, and, not ruin it with William's, low-class blood and whatever. So she marries, one of her cousins, and she ends up still having William's baby. But William can't get anywhere near her whatsoever. So this really brings down to the point where William's lost everything. He works at a circus, but he really loved this woman. And it really brought him down to the dumps. And of course, what her father said to him really brought him down. So someone approaches him and says, you should join the Talon. I can make you stronger. If you work for me, you will be a somebody. Don't worry, we will give you that power. And that's what happens. He joins the Talon. He works for the Court of Owls now. And what ends up happening is that he actually steals his child. He goes over to, his girlfriend's place or his ex-girlfriend's place and steals the baby. His baby, and basically he gives it to Mr. Haley and says, take care of him. He's going to be the next Talon, or the bloodline must continue, because they're always going to need another Talon member. So that's how this whole entire thing that ends up with Dick Grayson starts, So that's really interesting there. So we close off with that backstory, and then we open up with what happened in this issue. So basically we open up with what happened in the last issue. We saw William Cobb confronting Nightwing, and Nightwing tells Mr. Haley, okay, get into a panic room. Do you have a panic room? Stay in there and, be safe, okay? And, Mr. Haley says, oh, we have a safe, we have a vault, so why don't you go in there, stay in there until all this is over, and don't open it, don't open it at all, okay, because you're still in danger. So he tackles, Nightwing tackles William Cobb through the window, and they fall down to the ground. And throughout the fight, William Cobb is just taunting Dick Grayson, saying that you're not a Batman. You are a bird. You will forever be a bird. It's in your blood, you know. You are a part of me. You deserve to be a Talon member. You aren't part of the Bat family. You're a bird. You will always be a bird, you know. And if you, you know, continue following the Bat, you know, you will be only living in his shadow. And if you even decide to become a Batman, you would only be a lower down, watered version of him. You would just be a copycat that no one would care about, you know. You wouldn't be somebody. You would just be a copycat. You belong to me. You should work for the Court of Owls. That's what he's trying to do while taunting Dick Grayson. And yeah, you just keep fighting, and in the end, Dick Grayson does take out William Cobb, and that's basically the closing end of the Nightwing Court of Owls event for him. So, yeah. Did I think this issue was good? Well, we got our closing, you know, backstory for William Cobb, which is pretty good because we had questions about William Cobb ever since they revealed that he was Nightwing's great-grandfather and that he was supposed to be potentially the new Talon member. Now, what's interesting in this issue is what William Cobb said to, you know, Dick Grayson, because of the fact that he says you are always going to be a bird. You will never be a bat, and if you will be a bat, you will be just a watered down version of him. No one would care, you know. You would just be a copycat, which was really interesting because I know he meant that okay, you will always be a bird, meaning you will always be a Talon member. But what is interesting is that Dick Grayson started off his, you know, superhero status as a sidekick. He started off as Robin, and you know, we always heard that nickname Bird Boy. You know, you are Bird Boy, so you know, or the Boy Wonder, but he's always referred to as a bird because Robin. And then when he grew off, you know, from being Robin, he became Nightwing, which is also still a bird, you know, Nightwing, and even for Tim Drake, you know, Red Robin, but we're sticking close to Dick Grayson right now. So when William Cobb said, you know, you will always be forever a bird, which was just interesting as, you know, in its own way because Dick Grayson will always be a Nightwing. And when he says, okay, if you do become a Batman, you would be a watered down version of him. You'd just be a copycat, and you know, you won't ever extend to his level. You know, I seen him fight. You know, he's really up there. If you ever, you know, became a Batman, you wouldn't be there, you know. Now my comment on that, now hopefully you guys already all know this, that Dick Grayson did put on the bat cowl for a certain amount of time when Batman was presumed dead. And basically he, you know, worked with Damian first before even Bruce did. So in the old Batman and Robin comics, Dick Grayson was Batman, and if you want to know how he became Batman, read the Battle for Cowl comic, and also read Batman Life After Death, and then read the old Batman and Robin stories. So that's how he became Batman. But in a way, I really did like Dick Grayson as Batman. He was my favorite Batman. Like, I do love Bruce. I do love you, Bruce. I'm not gonna hate on you there, but you're just too damn dark, man. I mean, okay, I know dark for you know, Batman's a good thing. I know it's a good thing, but you know, normally I like my Batman to smile, and Dick Grayson was always cheerful. He was Robin before, and Robin was supposed to be the potential essence of cheering up Batman, making everything less dark and more lighthearted. Now, people can argue that, okay, we don't like the lightheartedness of Batman, you know, we want the dark, edgy Batman, you know, but I like Dick Grayson. Though he did try to imitate Batman at the beginning start of his career as Batman, he did try to imitate him. He did the grumbly voice, and he tried to be really strict on Damian. But then he learned to be his own Batman. He isn't a copycat of Batman. He is his own Batman. Just like in Batman Beyond, how did Terry McGinnis become his own Batman? He isn't a Robin. He isn't a, you know, a mirror image of Bruce Wayne. He is his own Batman. So in a way, I really did like Nightwing as his own Batman. And when William Cobb mentioned that, I felt like, you never saw him as Batman, okay? He's pretty awesome as Batman, okay? So, whoa, slow down there, William. Slow down here. You just see him as Nightwing. If you see him as Batman, he's pretty awesome, you know? And Damian did love, you know, Dick as Batman. So that's a good thing there, too. But yeah, I did like this issue. We got a closing to William Cobb's storyline. And, of course, Nightwing did do a little bit better than the rest of the, you know, Batman Night of Owls event related stories, like with Batgirl and Batman and Robin. I think it's because, you know, Nightwing had 2 issues. You know, you had a prelude issue for issue number 8, and you have this one. While, you know, Batgirl and everybody else has only 1 issue. So like I said, those issues were just a good, nice, sit down, good read. And this one is really enjoyable, really does connect to the Batman Night of Owls event a lot because it just has to deal with William Cobb. But still, it's a really great story. Technically, like I said, this is an issue you really don't really need to pick up if you're not really, reading the Batman Night of Owls event. I mean, you can collect it if you want to, but if you're not really reading it, you really don't have to. It's an interesting read. I would suggest you guys pick this issue up if you guys are interested. But technically, you really don't need to. But in the next issue, we will have a new storyline for Nightwing. And yeah, that's my review and my thoughts on Nightwing issue number 9. Hopefully, you guys like this review, and I'll talk to you guys later. So, see you guys.